Welcome to the Earning Your Living by Living Your Dream show. Here we are one more time. Every single week, we bring in entrepreneurship tips and all kinds of guests. And this time we have Agnes Rivera, and she is really great. She's a great marketer and she has a business and she has many projects that bring in money and bring in energy too. So, welcome, Agnes.
Thank you, Mariana, for having me on your show. It's a pleasure to be here.
Awesome. And well, we have Matt and Bruce, and they're very curious about you too. I would like to ask you to tell us what are these two projects that you have? One that brings in the money, another one brings in the energy. What are these?
Sure. Well, so it's a team effort, right? So I work along with my husband. That's one. There's like three projects, right? So one project is working with my husband. He works at helping people. I kind of say he works at solving issues and working out situations. He's an attorney here in Houston. I work the marketing end and the civic engagement and the community relations end of the business. So my pleasure is to be out in the community, to be talking to people.
Yeah.
Um, yes. And then once we identify or someone identifies that they need to discuss an issue, then we bring them to him and then it stays with him. It stays with him. They become his clients.
Yeah.
The the energy in that comes from that we are helping people solve an issue or address issues that they have, either legal, personal, family issues,
Yeah.
um, any of those things, immigration issues. They might need to address a car accident. They might need to address anything and all of the above. But
Yeah.
once we, and so what we have been able to transform the law practice is into discussing what we have is a concierge service. Once you are or you become our clients, don't hesitate to ask because we might be able to take care of it, handle it, or find someone that would. So that's a very big issue because someone like me who likes to find different options and someone like an attorney, those are two different types of brains,
Uh-huh.
and
That's right.
and those two different kinds of brains work very well together,
You love
right?
on people, Agnes. You are a people lover. You're a marketer. You bring them in. You in Spanish we say los apapachas. You're like you console them. You warm them up, and that's a marketer type of like me. I like to do that. And,
Yeah.
and then they come in, and then the visionary person takes care of what they need to take care of the service of which
Yeah,
is
yeah, correct. But in an ocean of options, right? People want to be working with people that care about them, and that's the
yeah,
whole principle of what we're doing. How do we solve a problem, but we still care for the person? And then we clarify that this is how we pay the mortgage. you know?
right, that's right.
And and for women, that's very hard to talk about money sometimes, but we have to get away from that. We have to have that conversation.
Yeah,
Re- Regardless. And then on the other side of me, so I have three sides, right? So then of course I want to have I've I've been a healthcare policy person for about, I don't know, 30 or more years of my life. And
yeah,
but now I transferred that into my own agency that does health and health, life insurance, commercial insurance. And so that's a part of my business that I continuously try to develop because it's
wow,
great that I'm a marketer for somebody else, but then I have to take a look at how do I become a marketer for myself and then develop a team that can pick up. And that's important to tell you is develop a team to pick up on the gaps, on the things that I cannot do
yeah,
or may not do as well as other people.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. You
Yeah.
light up being a marketer for another person too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And also you light up creating a team.
Create, yeah, those in between that other stuff. Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
So we have to always find, we always have, okay, we put this on not disturb. Oh my gosh.
But it didn't
And
work. Oh well.
it doesn't work sometimes. Oh my God, it should
Too
work.
powerful of a marketer to be.
Yeah. Oh, you are funny. So, and then the other part,
Would you take
that,
your hand off of the because a look there.
yeah,
That's
got
it.
it. The other part of what I do is sort of my community service, my community engagement, and that is a combination of the three, which is developing a team of women that are developing their own enterprises and that are entrepreneurs.
Cool.
Ooh,
So
that's
that's
so
how we merge
needed.
it. So we work with the women. Those women may work with other women, and also the women are developing their business. And how do we? Um, so right now, how we are developing, we have delivered training to 40 entrepreneurs, and now we're delivering training. Started yesterday for another 27 other entrepreneurs.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and the idea is to help them either take, some of them have a business, some of them have an idea. How do you take your idea to the next level? So this is like the kindergarten of entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Um, how
Good.
do how do we set up that lemonade stand?
Right? Yeah. And what do you like about doing this group with women?
Oh my goodness, the power and the energy, and that I can set the tone, right? And out of the 40 women, okay, maybe 20 are good, and we continue doing follow up, and that's good. It's 20 women that are focused on developing their business, that are focused on developing other women, and that are focusing on collaborations.
Uh,
So, which are pretty much my principles. I want women to develop each other and collaborate with each other, and then demystify the whole women working with each other not being the way it should be. So
okay.
it's important to, and also fostering that. So, and something, Mariana, just when you think as forever a teacher, you think that what you said was what you said, right? And
Uh-huh.
even though we have it on the agenda and we have it on the script, it isn't until the students begin to repeat what we had delivered
Yeah.
that we become terribly amazed. So I am amazed every day by these women.
That lights you up a lot.
Yeah, it does. It does.
What
Yeah, it's a whole movement. I'm so excited. I can't wait to tell you all about it.
Oh, yes. And what have you been amazed about lately? That one of them, can you tell us a story?
Oh,
Without,
yes. Well, last night we started. So we did this Enterprise Academy, right? Entrepreneurship Academy, and now it's become the Latina Academy. It's part of a 501c3 that I've had for a long time, and it was an idea that I've been thinking about it. So 10 years, the idea has circled back to what it genuinely needed to be, which was the training, the coaching, and then the facilitating relationships for women,
yeah.
business relationships. And so we did a group of 40 women that are all entrepreneurs. Some of them have written books and and some of them are coaches. Some of them sell products. Some of them are creative and they develop products. Some of them are real estate people. Just wonderful things. And some of them are writers and they have written their own books, and they do charities and they do amazing things, right? So some of them, this young woman came to the group and she actually has leukemia,
Oh, wow.
right? So I learned about this in the group, fine, but then she is a licensed cosmetology instructor,
Oh.
right? But she's written a book on women's sexuality.
Oh, wow. That lights you up.
And yes, And she wants to set up a charity that would help victims of domestic violence.
Okay.
So out of everything that she has done, I believe in this stage of her life, she wants to focus on the charity.
Got it.
Yeah. So, and so we have set up to work with her and do her charity. So,
A lot on her book, and maybe setting up a system where her book gets purchased. That could bring some funds for that
for the
charity.
charity. Yeah. So we're working on that. So her book sells on Amazon, right? Se llama Mujer Plena, that, you know, so it's a beautiful book explaining myths about sexuality and demystifying sexuality. So,
Good.
so I'm thinking, okay, so I'm thinking about her charity. I'm thinking and how I can help her with her charity. We did a fundraiser on toiletries, you know, for the fall in December. I connected her with the Mexican consulate. So we're going next week to do a delivery of some of these purses and engage in a relationship with the Mexican consulate. So we're moving along with her. I know, it's really exciting. But then last night she came with me to be of support on the second class that we are delivering in Galena Park.
Okay.
And these are really kindergarten businesses, people that still may lack the confidence to sell their own product and lack the confidence to price their own product or price their own work.
Yeah.
So, and that's what the Academy wants them to do. You know, put everything in black and white in your business so that you are so invested in what you're doing that you can actually market and sell yourself. Right. So when we were doing the presentation last night, this woman comes up and just really verbatim starts talking about what I talk about all the time. Or I guess it's not what I talk about, it's just what I don't think I've ever told her. For some reason, I don't even remember, but she understands that my philosophy is, number one, everyone is going to buy from you because it's you.
Right.
So you have to have the confidence in yourself to be able to sell whatever it is. So she literally was boosting this group of women by saying to them, it's like Agnes says, people are going to buy because it's you.
Yeah.
Don't think that they're not going to buy your product or your service because it's you. On the opposite, because it's you and within your reach of individuals, they're going to buy from you.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, I said, I don't say that all the time. I just kind of live that all the time. And it was interesting how she has picked up on that as a tool to build other women.
Yeah. And
so
you light up a lot on this project, much more than on the other project.
yeah.
Guys, can you see how there's more energy in this other project with the ladies?
Yeah, a lot of energy. I think that's great, you know, that you're bringing the women together and helping them to develop their businesses. So it's just amazing to hear how you're doing that.
Yes.
Yeah. So from the first project, we did the group of women, we did the training. Then we've developed a professional development series that happens every month. And then they want to do business to business. They want to go and visit each other's businesses.
Good.
Or spend time learning about each other's businesses. And then they also want, you know, and then that leads, this is like if you give a mouse a cookie, then you have all these. So the idea is, you know, we don't charge the women for these programs, but it monetizes. It monetizes in referrals for the other businesses. It monetizes in the trust of the community. It from that group last night, I just got a referral this morning for health insurance. So it's kind of weird. I didn't go there to sell health insurance last night.
Right. But you just exude your feel-good feelings.
Yeah.
And people want to buy you, which is what you just said, that you emanate, that you live. That's great.
And I was really surprised this morning. You wake up in the morning, it's like, well, no, you know, so-and-so gave me your number because I need to buy health insurance. And I was like, okay, so let's sell you health insurance. And then so I truly believe that it just creates this energy all around.
That's right.
it's my purpose. It's just what I do, and it's what I love to do. And I think when I met Mariana
Yeah.
a while back, we were working with the idea of doing this, and then I kind of had to put that project down, and then I had to rename and refocus the program, and
Okay.
now literally the program is going back to its initial stage of how do we develop women, how do we take their ideas, and how do we build them. So if you bake cakes from home, how can you, and we learned that in the pandemic, and I've been working on this for 10 years. So you bake cakes at home, make that, your passion, make that, a stream of income for yourself.
Whatever you love to do to make it your stream of income. That's
Correct.
so good. And and you're going with the times right now with the pandemic. You completely embraced it, that okay, now we got this group of women that can do something from home and sell it and offer it and collaborate. That's great, Agnes.
Yeah, and there's women, and some of the women have what they think are small dreams, but they're big to them. And there's some women that are extremely ambitious and want to do a lot. And then we do have to come and say to them, let's really focus on something that we can measure and build success and measure it. Because sometimes we have to be kind of like the bearer of bad news. It's like, we can't cover the whole wide world, but we can cover this one thing. Yeah. Out of this group, out of this group, I also have an entrepreneur who is pretty visible in the community, and she's written a book on dating, because after her divorce, she decided to date 100 men and create a book.
It lights you up.
Yeah. So what lights me up is now we get to go on tour and help. And I call my friends that are in this age group, and I say, can we come to your town? And of course, I need that book now. Like, people cannot wait till the tour in May. They want to book it. They want to do it now.
Awesome.
So I don't know how all that translates into money, but we will see.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe something, because you believe in this energy that gets created, it's like a magnetic field, and miracles come. Maybe someone catches a glimpse of what you're doing, and then they get it on the news, and then you guys get interviewed about the book. But people usually, what they see is the team spirit between two people. That's what they're attracted to. And if you're having a good team connection with this woman, great.
Yeah.
No, it's just how to monetize it for you. You might not think of it, because you're the marketer, but a visionary is going to see what you're doing and go, you know what, Agnes, you can make money with this. Let me tell you how, and then
boom.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's really amazing, the partnerships that develop from this and the way we work. And yes, there are ways to make money, and we will figure it out. And I'm learning also to be more clear and be upfront and saying, yes, we have to talk about money.
Yeah, perfect. And you, again, you light up a lot on selling other people, and all of us. That's what we do. That's what we human beings came here for, to promote each other, because it's harder to tickle yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of awkward. Yeah, talking about how great I am.
And
Right.
and I have one of those in my group of women, and she's amazing. But it's a turnoff. It's a big turnoff.
Because she sells herself, or
right, she oversells herself, and sometimes at the cost of shadowing others.
oh yeah, that doesn't work. Of course, it's competition. The energy goes down. Yeah. So good distinction there, Agnes, that you just mentioned. It's so true. You can see it. And what that woman needs is a partner, or maybe two other partners. Maybe she's
Mhm.
the visionary of her service, but she needs a manager person to manage her times and deadlines,
Right.
procedures, and she needs a marketer to sell her. And she can try out several marketers too, just like what you're doing. You want to build a team too, and they can sell your service and everything. And according to the connection that you have to each one of them and as a group, then they'll bring in more and more for
Yeah.
for themselves, for every.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about, options for this one woman because she's talented and amazing and she has so much to offer. And so if we can take away that shadow, it will be great.
Yeah, if her heart opens. Yeah.
I think that, and you are correct. Her heart is very set on a solopreneur kind of thing,
Oh, yeah.
and
Mm,
so not only as, I don't know, it's like you said, it's kind of funny. So how do we, I want her to meet you because I think she can benefit a lot from discussing
Yeah.
or just learning.
Mariana's love. Yeah.
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 And we cannot, there's a lot going on that we don't know and
Right.
we cannot handle in one visit, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And definitely when I go to your event, which thank you so much for inviting me.
Yes.
Invited me to an event on March the 31st, and I'm going to be like doing like a master of ceremony kind of thing at the beginning of the event, where I'm going to interview each woman for a couple of minutes. And I've done that before in events with Agnes.
Yes.
Just women start noticing, oh, wait a second, I need a team, and I need this, and I need that, and then they find it in each other, in the group, within the group. They start finding it within each other, and it just becomes really sweet and good.
Well, and the funny part, Mariana, and to your team, it's I was thinking of doing a networking at the end of the event, right? During a short 9 to 2 o'clock women's conference and doing it. But then someone said, no, do the networking in the morning. And that's when I said, yeah, Mariana, because
Okay.
you network in the morning where everybody is fresh and they're kind of open
Yeah.
and their has been open and their heart has been open and they have already set their foot in the door.
And each other has already seen their true essence, at least for those 2 minutes that I interview them up there on stage. Everyone.
And for everything, and for everything that you do, one of the benefits, if not the most beneficial, is that people immediately clear their minds of what they deliver and they say, this is what I need. So they're no longer pending issues of what do they need.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
they put their needs out there. It's like, okay, my needs may be taken care of, or I can just put them away and enjoy the learning.
Yeah, that's right. That's good. Yeah, we're
Mhm.
gonna set the tone, Agnes.
Yes,
Mm.
and I'm excited for that because you do a great job.
Thank you, Agnes.
Go girls.
Go
Right.
girls, go girls. Thank you.
Go,
Girls.
girl. So
All right. Well, thank you, Agnes, so much for being here with us and sharing with us all kinds of businesses and projects that you do and people that you move and that you inspire. And so thank you so much for being here in our Earning Your Living by Living Your Dream show that we have here.
well, thank you to your colleagues for being on board this morning, and thank you for having me. I'm always totally proud and amazed of everything that you do. So I look forward.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right.
The guys are so quiet over there.
Guys, did you have a question for Agnes?
No.
We got
Well,
complete.
yeah, it was great. It's great hearing. I love that what you're doing with the women and because that's something I believe in too, so it's important to see that. So it's so great to see you're out there doing that for the community.
Yeah,
So, thank you, Agnes.
Yeah, we might have to invite you in to come talk to the women.
Okay.
Well, I'll do what I need to do, right?
You do what I need to do. Oh, aren't you helpful?
Just lift them both up, Agnes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Matt, we
I
can tag team
I
lead.
can-
We could be
I can do that.
like,
Okay, we're gonna have to have them speak to the women. Okay.
We will. Interviews will be recommended.
Thank
Thank you.
All right.
thank you, Agnes.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.